Let's meet your Texas starting lineup. At the center position, at 7'0" number 8, minus number 8. At power forward, at 6'9", number 23, Trey. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 3, Galen Swain. At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 32, Kalon Mara. The other guard, at 6'3", number 31, Mario Gonzalez. The head coach is David Allen. Once again, your Texas starters.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Wizard out there with the Wizard. And it's Miller. And it's the Wizard. And it's Jennings in at the 3. And for Texas, they've got Torrey, the dude out there with the dude. And it's the Wizard. Get the season winding down, GA. What's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Pass to Torrey. Longhorns passing it around. Gonzalez, that's good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's the Wizard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now here's Gonzalez. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's the Wizard. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, that's blocked. 3 on 3. Here's Gonzalez. Sweet little floater. Gonzalez has got 7.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Outside Jennings. Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, that's just a perfect example of what a good play call gets you. The screen, the space, the score.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
The Longhorns have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. The dude passes to the Wizard. Takes it from 10. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. And that's now 9 points for the dude. Outside Jennings. Here's the Wizard. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Just 5 on the clock. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Longhorns leading by 4. And here's Gonzalez. Here's the Wizard. He's guarded by Jennings. Pass to Torrey. Here's the dude. Last time out, he had 13 points.
Well, there you have it. Their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Miller, no up. For Texas, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Torrey. Fires for 3. Miller grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. There's a screen. It doesn't go for him.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
The dude passes to Gonzalez. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Gonzalez has got 11.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's the Wizard. Hasn't made one yet. To the inside. And the officials call a traveling violation. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look here at the visitors. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. And, of course, the Longhorns, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record. Coleman's checked in for the Wizard. And here's Gonzalez. He's got 11. Here's the screen. Here's the dude, covered by Miller. Fires from the wing. That shot off the mark.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
The Wizard passes to Coleman. Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Can they get it? It's blocked. Here's the dude. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Looking now at some numbers for him. Here's the Wizard. Still yet to score. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Pass to the Wizard. Outside Gonzalez. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Miller grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Coleman's checked in for Miller. And the second free throw, good. Longhorns leading by 7. To the middle. It's deflected. Pass to Coleman. Here's the Wizard. Nails the baby hook.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pope the pass to the Wizard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another miss by Texas. Gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Coleman the pass to the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Lets it go from deep. Coleman, no good. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Longhorns lead by 8.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Pass to Coleman. Here's the Wizard. 1:29 left in the first.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Longhorns leading by 6. This one for 3. The Wizard, and he dunks it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. The dude, he's checked in for the Longhorns. With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
And 36% in this first quarter trying to get their bearings. Pass to Miller. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Coleman, the pass to Miller. Clock at 6. Here's Coleman. Got a piece of it. And mismanagement of the 30-second shot clock as they'll turn it over without getting a shot off in time. The Wizard, he's checked in for the Wizard.
Benjamin, number 23.
Longhorns leading by 8. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the dude, still without a basket. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
Longhorns shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for. And so he hits both. Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Coleman from deep. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
And so it's Texas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Texas?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
You've got the Wizard, the dude out there at Pope, and it's Clark in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They've got Curry, Wizard out there with the Wizard, and it's Miller, and it's Coleman in at the 3, the small forward. Drives to the hoop. Longhorns passing it around. Pass to the dude. 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. Being a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think score. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
And he makes the first. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good for Miller. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's the dude, covered by Miller. Into the lane. Here's the Wizard. Good D by Miller. The Wizard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Jennings finds Curry. Now here is Miller. Shoots a fader. That's short off the rim. Longhorns leading by 8. Here's Pope. Still scoreless. Pass to the Wizard. Fader on the way. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Jennings. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Pass to Pope. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's the dude. And another miss by Texas. Jennings dishes to Curry. It's back to Jennings. Here's the Wizard. Fades and shoots. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's the dude to end the drought. A shot missing. Good D by Miller. Up top, Curry. Down low. Here's the Wizard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And when he's got himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Pope.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Miller. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in the line so far here in the second quarter.
Pass to Jennings. Here's the Wizard. Launches a 3. Coleman, no good. Texas leading by 4. Outside, Gonzalez. Here's the Wizard. His last outing, he had 8 points. Longhorns passing it around. 6 to shoot. They need this one. Gonzalez's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Coleman, no good. Texas shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Gonzalez with it. 11 points in the game. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Gonzalez has got 13.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Fades away. That one misses. Longhorns leading by 6. Going inside, and the layup's good off the glass. 15 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
On Monday, then on Friday.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. No good on the second free throw. Texas leading by 8. Here's the Wizard. He has yet to score. Outside, Gonzalez from the arc. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. Being a putrid 25% from the field. 4 shot selection all around. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Curry's checked in for Bennington. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. And you look at the dude, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Jennings passes to the Wizard. Can they get it? Does not find the basket. His 3rd miss. He's made just 1 so far. The Wizard passes to Gonzalez. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the wing on the left.
That's all you.
Here's the Wizard. It's blocked. From 10 feet out and misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to the Wizard. Top of the key, Jennings. Now Curry. Outside Jennings. Clock at 6. Here's the Wizard. Three-pointer. A Wizard with the rebound. Now Texas with it. Right now they're 9-0 run. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
For Texas, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Longhorns making a change here. Pope's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
A rough 22% so far in this one. Pass to the Wizard. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Texas.
Here's Pope. Last game we saw him score 13. Right side Gonzalez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Texas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside Jennings. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Longhorns passing it around. That bucket in no time at all. 25 points for the Dudes.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Out to the wing. Jennings passes to the Wizard. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings the game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Longhorns shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first one falls.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Curry's checked in for the Wizard. He hits both from the stripe. Being a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Miller outside. Pass to the Wizard.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit it at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Miller to the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Murray finds Miller. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the long ones. Torrey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
First personal foul, 15 foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And so it's Texas closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, the Lakers. What up, LA? Love y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad he counted those teams because I was on 7. He has a little amnesia.
I learned that from your time in Denver, Orlando, and Detroit.
Okay, enough.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Dude.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
The visitors with the ball. The Dude out there with the Dude. Then there's Traore. And it's the Wizard. That's the groove that David Adelman's going out there with to start the second half. The Wizard can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's the Wizard. Lays it up off the glass. The Wizards got 5.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's the Dude, covered by Miller. The Dude passes to Gonzalez. Six on the shot clock. It's up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Gonzalez has got 30 points.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Now let's take a moment to check out the stats for the Wizard. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work, averaging 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Pass to Gonzalez. A 3-ball. A Wizard with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Got a hand on it.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Now here's Gonzalez. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And he comes up with the deuce.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to the Wizard. Outside Jennings. Here's the Wizard. He's got 5. Here's the Wizard. Shoots it. Jennings can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Pass to the Wizard. Jennings in the corner. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. He has 7. Such a wide open look. The Wizards got 5 points in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for him.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. He's got 5. Here's the Wizard. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Traore. Nothing on the board. Outside Gonzalez. The shot is good off the backboard.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Miller outside. Pass to the Wizard. And a look here at the most accurate shooting guards in the NBA this season. Now you look at Miller, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
And what more can you ask for from a guard? Being able to shoot the lights out makes him one of this league's premier scorers.
Good on both. Here's the dude. Pass to the Wizard. Longhorns passing it around. Traore can't hit. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. The Wizard passes to Miller. Here's the Wizard. A fader. Good. And Miller gets the assist. And that's now 9 points for the Wizard.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Pass to the dude. Outside Gonzalez. And the 3-ball is good. Gonzalez has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Longhorns. Miller outside. Jennings looking over it. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. 8 points for him. 6 to shoot. Pass to the Wizard. Texas grabs the miss. Traore's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Miller outside. Here's the Wizard to the wing right side. Here's the Wizard. He's got 9. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Longhorns.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Texas leading by 21. Pass to Gonzalez. Lays it up and banks it in. Gonzalez has got 41.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
The Wizard, Coleman, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Longhorns have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Now Gonzalez, and he's got 41. And the layup falls. Gonzalez has got 16 here in the second half.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Pass to Coleman. Down low. Here's the Wizard. Texas grabs the miss.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Left side Gonzalez. And here's Miller. Inside. The Wizard, good. The Wizard's got 13.
Miller.
And the Longhorns with possession here. Here's the dude. Scoreless thus far. To the middle. There's the steal. It's intercepted. And here we go. Fast break. Gonzalez has got it. Basket counts.
Oh, scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Pass to the Wizard. Misses from close range. Longhorns leading by 23. Here's Gonzalez. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Gonzalez has got 47 points.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 8. Pass to the Wizard. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Back to Miller. Corner shot. Texas grabs the miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot that time not on target. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. And so it's Texas, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Wizard out there with the Wizard. And it's the Wizard. And it's the Wizard. And it's Coleman in at the 2 spot. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
The Wizard passes to Jennings. Here's the Wizard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul.
No good on that one. Clark, he's checked in for Texas. Good on the second free throw. Texas shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Here's Mark, and there's the try. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
It's back to Jennings. Pass to the Wizard. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
5 on the clock. Longhorns passing it around. Here's Mark. And the 3 off target.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Coleman. To the inside. The Wizard and the powerful one-handed slam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Jennings passes to the Wizard. Here's Coleman. Here's the Wizard. Hope with the rebound. Always going up for the alley-oop here. He can't get that one to fall. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Coleman. He's covered by Clark. Here's the Wizard. Kicks it out to Jennings. Here's Coleman. Off target from outside.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Both the pass to the Wizard. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And the shot goes in.
Well, terrific timing and placement with the bounce pass there.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He knows every possession is critical now.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
To Gonzalez. Here's the Wizard. Outside Gonzalez. And another miss by Texas. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Great positioning on the putback. And that's 15 points for the Wizard.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
The dude passes to the Wizard. Outside Gonzalez. Takes a 3. He doesn't hit that one.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fires from the corner. Coleman, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
So both teams changing it up here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Down low, here's the Wizard, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Texas leading by 19. Pass to the dude. Texas moving it around. Drills the three-pointer. Torres got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Miller surveying the floor. Outside Jennings. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Outside Gonzalez. Pass to the dude. And Texas hits again from deep.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this end.
Here's the Wizard with the fadeaway. A Wizard with the rebound. The Wizards got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the dude. Gonzalez passes to the Wizard. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
And the first one drops. And it's a completely new group for Texas. So he gets them both. Longhorns leading by 21. Pass to Pope. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your Longhorns, Pope, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Pope. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Left side, Curry. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Roy gets it to go from beyond the arc. Roy's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Off target at the rim. Doing well here in the fourth quarter at 50%.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Longhorns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the dude.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Here's Pope. Over Curry. Inside. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
To the middle. Pass to the Wizard. Outside Roy. And it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Miller. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Texas taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, the dude.